Okay, shalom, my friends. Assalamu alaikum. Hello. Namaste. Ni hao. Hola. Ciao. Today, I'm going to discuss something for everybody in the whole world to take notice of this. It's very important for everybody. All the news medias, spread this out, man. It needs to be spread out. It is truth that we all need to know. Now, this is going to be discussing the Antichrist movement, everybody, okay? The Antichrist movement. Now, the Antichrist movement, I'm going to explain to everybody. Hang on. I want to explain the Antichrist movement. Get this chair here. Now, here we have an elephant and a donkey, and this donkey is Democrat, elephant Republican. Okay. Now, we are going to talk about the government. The government is a living body, everybody. It's a living body of government. So I drew a body here, right? Now, the Constitution is the heart of this body of government that's right here, okay? And the blood that flows from this Constitution goes into every branch, every member of this body of Constitution. Now, where this body gets its authority and its power from is from the people down here. Here we have a people. Now, amongst the people of the earth, we will find there are wicked. This side, we have some wicked people, and these we call righteous people. Wicked and righteous are clearly defined for us in our King James Version, if you want to go there, or the Torah, or the Quran, or the Vedas. It's clearly told to you. Now, with this body, I want everybody to understand that when it all got started, when the 2021 first held office, they held a prayer. They had a prayer. Now, I noticed on the prayer service was a homosexual woman dressed in men's clothes of a priest. Deuteronomy tells you that is against God. It's an abomination. It's abomination. So, a lot of things are an abomination. A lot of things are wrong. And we all know this. These come from the very beginning. The first body ever made. The first law, the first government, all came from God the Father. Yes? Understand that. Now, here we have this body, and it's a living body because the people are in the body. Now, the reason that we have created a body to begin with was why? Number one reason America became America was founded because of freedom of religion. Religion. Okay? Freedom of religion. So they left and they fled here. And because of that reason, we have a flag. And this flag is a representation of all the men and women that died to give us that freedom. Understand that? To give us that freedom. That is why we stand and pledge the allegiance to the flag and show respect. It's not that we're showing respect to a flag. We're showing respect to men and women who died for freedom of religion. Not freedom of equality. There's no such thing. Religion. See, they have changed it around, trying to make the flag represent equality of races. That's not what the flag represented. Ever. Now, with this body, okay, where we are going to find this out right here. Now, the wicked and the righteous all join into their side. They go and join in Democrat or Republican Party. So you see that this is crisscrossed, Republican. You have wicked over here, sometimes wicked over here, and they crisscross back and forth. Okay? Now this is a spirit. Understand, the spirit of this body is the people themselves. We are actually the real temple with the living word, the living law, the living everything is within our own selves. But instead of following God, we decided to build our own body and our own system of government. So later on, we're going to compare this image with God's image. Okay? Understand this. Now, here we have this body of government, and right now, what it seems like, a lot of people want to take control of this body. Right now, who wants to take the control of the mind of this body? Now, the mind of the body is what? You see, you hear, and you speak. Who wants to hijack this brain? Big tech. Big tech and media wants to hijack the brain. Why? Because they want to force what is spoken, force what is heard, force what is seen. And they only want to control that for this body of government here. Understand that? Now, when the wicked take a pen and start to change this constitution, this is the heart. Constitution of this body is the heart that beats and pumps blood all throughout this vessel. Now, when the wicked take a pen and change laws or add laws or strike laws away, what this does is it poisons the blood. It causes this change of anything to spread to everybody. Now, if wicked changed it, it's going to be poison. If the righteous change it or add something, it is like taking a vitamin and it's healthy for you. But right now, you see the wicked has got a hold of it. Now, what I saw in this spirit that came to life within this spirit, because see, when you go to pray, you pray from your spirit. Okay, you pray from your spirit. So when I watch that homosexual woman dressed in cross-dressing clothes, wearing men's clothes that is forbidden by God, and I see that, I look at this as being infected. This spirit. This is the spirit that they called into this body of government. A transgender, homosexual, perverted spirit they wanted to call forth into this body to give it life. And they did. How do I know they did? Now we take a look at who has the reins, the control of this image here. And we look at the president and his cabinet. What is it that the president is already starting to do executive order-wise? Homosexual gay bills. Transgender stuff. Removing everything that was installed righteously. Wanting to remove it, strike it down, and put back more perversion and more disease back into this body of government. Fact. And you can clearly see it. Now, who protects this body of government here? Our military. Now, let me stop one thing for a minute. Military personnel, you protect the Constitution. You do not protect anybody that puts themselves in this body. These are just people of the earth. They can be wicked, they can be righteous. You don't know. So you're not protecting these people, soldier boy. You're protecting this heart of this body. What is the heart? I told you. You are protecting the Constitution. Why? From being changed, manipulated, and destroyed and poisoned. So it causes this whole body to be infected by some kind of disease. Understand? That is why we have a military. To protect this. In protecting this, this is what protects the people. Because in reality, you can't say the military protects the people or the nation. That's a lie. Because we, the people, are the military. We are the government. We are the school. We are everything that is inanimate. So you're protecting the Constitution, soldier boy. Now what did these wicked people that have entered into now, you can see they've entered into the body. What have the wicked people done to this government here? They gave him a gun. See this gun? Look at here. They gave this parliament a gun. And what do the wicked like to do that are in control of this body right now? Antifa, BLM. I like to write down here, lawlessness arising up big time. Lawlessness rising up, right? You see it for yourself, lawlessness rising up all over. Now, when you look at this living body, now remember what Yeshua said. Jesus says, the body is meaningless. It's the spirits that give the body life. So if our body is corrupt, we need to figure out who is in it that is making this body corrupt. Now, as for the wicked here, how they go about to put and install poison in the heart, some people from this wicked group rise up and they go on different platforms, which, like I say, they should not be allowed to go on civilian platforms. If you work in the government, you should only be allowed only on the media. That's it. Platforms, they should ban any government official from platforms and followers. Fact. Why? Because a certain group right here, we all know that this body here is a corporation of the United States of America Corporation. That is why we borrow money from the Federal Reserve and we get a loan from invisible printing money, invisible government body. They go, now this body does not have no sex, no gender. But you see in government building, they're trying to create a gender for this body by trying to say, you can't say pronouns, certain things, right? He, she, it, we, they. This type of thing for this body. This body is considered a holy one. Holy ones, angels, don't have male or female body parts. They don't marry or give into marriage. Now you know what the holy one is like. Our government is like a holy one. And the people, the wicked, are trying to give our holy one a gender. It doesn't have a gender, everybody. Now, when the wicked go on these platforms and want to poison into the heart or poison minds out in public, they can come up with something called socialism, communism, and they put these on platforms that spread to masses of people to influence this body of government. Now, this body of government, from the beginning, this body of government has never been communist, socialist, or anything. It has always been what? America, United States of America Corporation is a capitalist country. So anybody that is in this parliament here, whether you are of the righteous or the wicked, and you are trying to change the United States of America Corporation itself, you're evil. You're bad. You're wicked. You're wicked. If you don't like this body, go move to China. Go move to Russia. Go move to where the body of government of that nation is the one that you want. Don't come here and change this body. Now, after I have explained now, you can see, and I explained all of this image. Look at this image. Look at this. Hijacked big tech brain. A poisonous, virus-filled heart full of things that God forbids men. Full of it. This body of government bearing a gun? What do you want to do? Kill your own people? Yeah, you soldier boy. Look, you came here at the bequest of the wicked, stuck at the Capitol building, as if you were going to go to war with your own fucking people. What a fucking jackass joke you fucking soldier boy is. You are a joke. Do you understand now how much of a fucking joke you look like now? That the world understands this using wisdom of God and understands that one nation under God does not mean for you to get a gun, attack your own people, for you wicked jackasses to go and install your ideas of government inside the people's government. This is the people's government. Not the Ocasio-Cortez government, not the Ilhan Omar's government, and not even the President of America's government. It is we the people's government. Fact. You change this, you're going to have the people on your ass. Do you understand that? Senators, House, and leaders of the nations, of all the nations. If you start to change the people's body, you're going to have a big problem with the people. You understand? So, he has a gun. What have the wicked been allowing? Antifa, lawless, BLM, rioting, burning down buildings, and then what? When they all of a sudden feel paranoid, because you know this is a transgendered homosexual body of a government we got. Now if you go into Romans chapter 1 of Romans, verse we go to verse, I want to find the verse for you. Go to chapter 1 and verse 28 through 32. You see they are being filled with all kinds of unrighteousness, wicked, greed, evil, full of envy, murder, strife, all this type of stuff. Now you see the wicked attacking the people. Censor the people, guilty people. Oh, we hate you, now we hate you. This is a homosexual. You go to a homosexual and you try to explain to them, God is trying to tell you that is not right. The reason that you feel like you are is because of enmity in the seed from a long time ago. Your chromosome is messed up. But that does not mean that you can't form a jihad. Jihad means to struggle within. The word Israel means to struggle with God. If you are a fallen victim to this type of stuff, and there's many different things. There's victim of many sin. There's lots of sin that humans can fall victim to. If you are one that's fallen victim to this, you need to jihad yourself. Struggle, Israel, with yourself for the righteousness of God. Crucify that perverted flesh and have the word of God, Jesus, living in you, and you'll be righteous. But you refuse that. Instead, you're accepting this way. And look at this. Now let's take this image and compare it to the image and body of Christ. Look at how foul and disgusting this image is. Do you think God, whom we founded our nation after, likes this image right now? You think he's going to bless this image, this cabinet, this 2021 year of these perverted, sick, disgusting ideas? Now, soldier boy, you know who you're really supposed to be protecting. Our Constitution. Why? Because our Constitution is what gives us our laws and freedoms as blue-collar and white-collar workers right here, which are the ones that make up the rest of the population that aren't in the wicked and the righteous bin that make this. We are just blue-collar and white-collar workers. And your soldier boy is supposed to protect this so that this can protect us. Now, soldier boy, you didn't do your job. So now this is attacking us. Jackasses, motherfuckers. Do you not understand it? So, here you see, everybody. I've given you proof, and this will fit every nation. This will go into every nation. It will fit every nation. And this is a way for every sheep of every fold to look now at your government body and do what I did and tell me. Hold your body of government up to the Most High God and tell me, do you think God likes your government? Do you think it's worthy to be blessed? Or do you think it's worthy to get a curse upon it? What do you people of the earth think? You should spread this out. This is the truth. This is the absolute truth of how the workings of spirit, men, God, and Satan work together. This is how it all comes about. Do you understand this? Now, these people in the wicked area that are in this body, now you're starting to see what are they doing. Because they have an agenda of the brain, and they have a mind, and they have a violence to them, and they're going to force, because they have an agenda, they're going to force this green deal. All you see now is the wicked people that have changed this body, have taken their money that we the people pay them, a huge 180,000 salary, that needs to be deducted down to 50,000 a year. Not that. They get paid way too much, you senators in the House, and you know you fucking do. What are they doing? They're taking their money out of the stock market of oil and coal and things like this, And what are they doing? Same thing they did with cannabis and marijuana. They're going to try to say that oil and everything is all like that is bad. It's harming the earth. Oh, the earth is going to be global warming, when we all know global warming is a lie. The earth rotates. It's on a wobble. There's more science to that fact than anything. Plus, God the Father himself is in control of the earth. He even moves the sun, the earth. He can move time backwards and forwards, the sun. Read. It's all about it in here. So obviously he controls that. Nothing man can do on the earth, no emission we put out is going to affect the fucking earth. But this group is going to tell you that the earth is something wrong with the earth, and they will tell you something wrong with you because you're not liking homosexual shit. So they're going to tell you something wrong with you. Meanwhile, they're going to pull their money out of stock of what is normal and good and wholesome, and they are going to invest it in the perversion of Green Deal, causing all the people of the earth to become broke, economy collapse, but the few of these wicked people remain rich. Do you see this? This is what they've done. And you also see Bill Gates buying up farmland. Why is a billionaire who was a computer guy buying up farmland? When farmers are farmers, computers are nerds. Think about that, everybody. Think about what is going on. We got to stop it. We've got to destroy this shit. We've got to remove Joe Biden from office, remove Kamala Harris. We've got to remove these wicked that are here. And now, look, you find most of the wicked amongst the Democrats right now. But now the wicked aren't just only found amongst the Democrat. The wicked can also be found. Remember I told you, they crisscross. There are some righteous in the Democrat side, and there are some righteous in the Republican, wicked in both sides. But as you see right now, more wicked are in the Democrat side. But now we're starting to see flip-floppers, rhinos, in the hiding as if they were elephants, but really they're rhinos. They're jackasses. All right, they're jackasses. Now you understand why I say that word, jackass. I'm talking about them. These are rhinos hiding out inside here. Now, these rhinos hiding out inside here, you're starting to see them flip-flop out. Mitch McConnell. People, majority of these flip-floppers, I tell you, they're involved with families that are philanthropy. I tell you about philanthropy, everybody. We need to wake up to this. Philanthropists go about, they steal your money, and they say that they're giving your money away to search something else, and really you don't know. And they take that money, and they give it to the wicked, so the wicked can invest your money that you donated thinking it was going to a righteous cause. They're stealing your money, investing it in this perverted body to force an agenda by gun and lawless violence and to force their ways of what they believe is going to be about on their planet. This is what they claim. God's going to fuck all of you up. Now you know. Here, you guys need to share this with the whole world. Shalom.